John Proctor enters and angrily orders that his wife's helper, Mary Warren, get back home to work. Mary leaves, followed by Mercy Lewis, leaving Betty and Proctor alone with Abigail, who has been on tiptoes from the moment the farmer walked through the door, breathlessly hanging on his every word. Proctor admits he's heard nothing but talk of witchcraft all morning, but Abigail dismisses Betty's condition with a nervous giggle. When Proctor playfully suggests that Abigail will be clapped in the stocks before she's 20, Abigail sees the joke as an invitation to come closer. She quietly asks John to give her a soft word. Proctor swears he won't be coming for her again and insists that he never gave Abigail reason to hope for more. Abigail is unmoved. She swears she still feels the heat of John's desire whenever he walks past. Proctor admits that while he may think of her softly from time to time, he would sooner cut off his hand than ever touch her again. Proctor advises the girl to wipe it out of mind. "We never touched Abby," he says, to which she responds, "Aye, but we did." Abigail is in tears, blaming Goody Proctor for spreading lies about her and begging for John's pity when in floats the refrain of the psalm being sung downstairs. Upon hearing the music, Betty claps her ears and wails loudly. Paris rushes in, followed by Thomas and Goody Putnam. When Abigail recounts that Betty began screaming when she heard the music, Mrs. Putnam calls out what she assumes is another unmistakable mark of the devil's handiwork. "She cannot bear to hear the Lord's name," Goody Putnam cries. "Mark it for a sign, mark it." John Proctor enters and is soon alone with Abigail. Abigail has switched off the tirade to her friends and is swooning in Proctor's presence. There is little doubt in their flirty conversation and ease of manner that at one time Abigail expected more than just kindness from her former employer. Unlike Proctor, however, who seems to have put that episode in his past, Abigail is not over the affair and simply won't believe that John doesn't love her. Abigail reminds him how you clutched my back behind your house and sweated like a stallion whenever I come near. Proctor diffuses her desire, saying, No, Abby, that's done with." Lechery in Puritan times offered severe punishment and intense public shaming. If news like that were to get out, Abigail would be whipped and branded a harlot. Proctor would expect imprisonment, and if not hanging, then excommunication from the church. On the one hand, the affair left Abigail lovesick. "You took me from my sleep and put knowledge in my heart," she says. On the other hand, the affair opened Abigail's eyes. Her sexual awakening allowed her to suddenly see the hypocrisy of what she derisively calls all these Christian women and their covenanted men. In Proctor, we are reminded of a critical underlying theme, the imperfection of man. It is a very basic idea, but a central truth in the play, especially considering this was a community searching for perfection. John Proctor emerges as our protagonist. He is our hero, a sharp-tongued, straight-shooting, hard-working farmer, imbued with natural integrity, honor, and righteousness. But of course, he lusted with Abigail Williams. He's guilty of lechery and adultery, and as he proves in this scene when telling Abby we never touched, John Proctor is also a liar, at least to himself, at least to this point in the story.